chosen ones. Loving you is impossible, because whoever touches you gets burned. This truth is not about cruelty, nor about rejection, but about the nature of the fire that you carry within you. It is the kind of flame that purifies, illuminates, and transforms, and yet those who are not ready for such intensity cannot remain near it. The energy you carry is not ordinary. It is refined through hardship, molded through trials, and sharpened through the unseen battles you have endured. To love you is to approach a sacred fire, and only those who have been prepared to withstand that intensity can truly remain by your side. Those who come casually, those who come to take lightly, those who come with shallow intentions, they find themselves consumed. It is not because you set out to destroy them. It is because your very essence demands honesty, courage, and truth. Anything less will not survive the contact. And now, chosen ones, before we continue deeper, I ask you to remain with this video until the very end. There is something powerful that happens when hearts connect and when intentions are placed together in alignment. In this chapter about wishes, we open a door of energy to the universe itself. If you are here listening, it is not by coincidence. You are part of this circle, part of this flow, and your voice matters. So in the comments, write down your warmest wish, something that burns brightly inside of you, something you long to see manifest in your life. And next to it, write the number 66. This is a seal, a signature, an energy mark that binds the intention into the stream of manifestation. As you write it, you are not only sending your own wish forward, you are adding fuel to the collective fire of those who are also chosen, those who also burn with this sacred intensity. Your wish becomes more than your own. It becomes part of the great current that shapes the universe itself. Chosen ones, let us return to the flame that defines you. To love you is impossible for those who do not yet understand themselves. You are not a candle that can be held in the palm without consequence. You are a roaring fire, and fire demands reverence. People are drawn to you. They feel your warmth, they admire your glow, they are magnetized by something in you that they cannot explain. Yet, when they come too close, when they try to possess what cannot be possessed, they discover that it is not warmth alone that you offer, but heat that tests their very nature. And in that testing, many are burned. This is why relationships around you often feel turbulent, why connections can start with intensity but fade quickly, why others may even turn against you after once praising you. It is not because you failed them. It is because the truth of your fire revealed their inability to remain in it. You see, chosen one, the very core of your being is forged in truth. You carry within you a vibration that is unshakable, a presence that unconsciously demands authenticity. Pretenses cannot stand before you. Masks fall away when people stand in your presence. Their hidden motives, their false affections, their unspoken weaknesses, all are exposed when they try to step into your circle. And for many, this is unbearable. They wanted the comfort of your light, but not the transformation of your fire. They wanted to take from you without being changed. But the fire you carry does not allow that. To touch you is to be changed, whether they want it or not. And those who resist transformation will always walk away burned. But you, chosen one, must understand this. It is not your fault. For so long you may have asked yourself why love feels heavy, why friendships do not last, why people come into your life with passion and leave with bitterness. You may have blamed yourself, thinking that perhaps you are too much, too intense, too different. But the truth is that you are exactly as you were designed to be. You are the flame, and a flame cannot apologize for burning. A flame does not ask permission to shine. Its very nature is to ignite, to reveal, to test, to consume. To love you is to encounter this reality. Only those who are willing to face themselves will remain. Many have underestimated you. They thought your fire was simply warmth for their comfort. They thought your presence was simply a gift to entertain their emptiness. They thought they could hold you without commitment, play with your energy without reverence. But when the truth of your nature began to rise, when the intensity of your soul revealed itself, they recoiled. They could not endure the reflection they saw in your flame. For your fire shows people who they really are. It does not flatter. It does not lie. It shows them their shadows, their fears, their unhealed wounds. And when they saw themselves exposed in your fire, they blamed you for the pain they felt. They did not understand that the pain was not you. The pain was the revelation of who they had been all along. Chosen ones, your path is lonely because of this. To carry a fire that burns so bright is to walk often in solitude. Others gather around for moments. They bask in your glow. They borrow your warmth. But few can endure the long walk beside you. Yet do not despise this loneliness. It is not emptiness. It is purification. It is in this solitude that your fire grows stronger, that your spirit sharpens, that your purpose becomes clear. You are not meant to be surrounded by crowds who cannot withstand you. You are meant to walk with the few who are refined enough to endure. Your true connections will come, but they will not come lightly. They will be those who have themselves been through fire, who know what it is to be purified, who do not fear the burn because they, too, have been flames in their own right. Only fire can walk with fire. Understand also, chosen one, that those who are burned by you are not your enemies. Even if they speak against you, even if they resent you, even if they turn away, you must see deeper. They were simply not ready. Their own inner fragility could not withstand the encounter. Their own illusions were not ready to be shattered. Do not waste your energy hating them or longing for them to return. They had their encounter with you, and that encounter was not meaningless. Even if they left scorched, even if they turned bitter, a seed was planted in them. They saw truth in your fire, and though they may deny it, it will remain within them. One day, that truth may ignite within them as well. You must also guard your fire. Do not allow just anyone to step close. Do not hand your flame to those who come with careless hands. Protect it. Value it. Recognize that what you carry is sacred. Not everyone deserves access to you. Your energy is not entertainment. Your love is not a game. Your presence is not common. It is a rare gift, and it must be treated as such. Those who cannot handle it will walk away, and that is as it should be. Those who remain will prove their worth by their endurance. Do not water down your fire to make others comfortable. Do not dim your light to fit in. Do not suppress your intensity to be accepted. For when you do, you betray your very essence, and the fire within you begins to suffocate. Chosen ones, loving you is impossible for the faint of heart. But it is life-changing for the brave. Those who dare to step into your flame with honesty, with openness, with readiness to be transformed. They will find a love unlike any other. They will find a presence that heals as it burns, that strengthens as it challenges, that comforts as it consumes. For your fire is not destruction, it is purification. Those who remain will emerge stronger, truer, freer. To be loved by you is to be initiated into a new life. This is why you cannot be with just anyone. This is why only the rare will remain. For you are not meant to be common love. You are meant to be sacred fire. And so, chosen one, stand firm in who you are. Do not apologize for the burn. Do not weep for those who could not stay. Do not despise your fire. You were chosen for this. Your love is not easy because it was never meant to be. It was meant to refine, to awaken, to reveal, to transform. Those who cannot endure it will fall away, but those who can endure it will rise with you. They will become part of the fire, and together you will burn brighter than ever before. Chosen ones. Loving you is impossible, because whoever touches you gets burned. The truth that surrounds you does not end where part one left off. It deepens, expands, and reveals more layers of what it means to carry such a flame. When people encounter you, they are encountering not just a human being, but a force, a current, a surge of spiritual energy that refuses to be confined. You are not fragile glass to be admired and then safely put away. You are not a gentle breeze that people can ignore when they choose. You are thunder and lightning in one. And though many long to stand under your light, few can remain standing when the storm of your essence is fully revealed. They come near hoping for comfort, but they forget that real comfort is preceded by cleansing, and cleansing always requires a fire. Chosen ones, let us peel back the truth further. What is this burn that people feel when they touch you? It is the burn of exposure. It is the fire of truth that does not permit deception to remain hidden. When they reach for you with hands that are not pure, those hands recoil. When they come with hearts unprepared, those hearts tremble. You are not cruel. You are simply real. And reality is unbearable for those who have lived too long in illusions. Think of how the eyes hurt when they first meet the brightness of the sun after being hidden in darkness for too long. That pain is not the sun's fault. It is the natural result of coming too quickly from shadow to light. So it is with you. When they come near, they are forced to see themselves clearly. Their excuses, their weaknesses, their selfish desires, all are revealed in your flame. This is why they accuse you, why they leave, why they turn against you. They would rather blame you than face the reflection of themselves that your fire reveals. And yet, chosen one, you must understand that this is part of your calling. Your very presence is a mirror. You are a test to the world around you, not because you try to be, but because the fire within you cannot lie. People want to believe they are stronger, purer, more loving than they truly are. But when they encounter you, they discover whether that belief is true or false. And for many, the realization is too much to bear. They cannot love you because to love you requires first facing the truth about themselves. They cannot stay close to you because staying close means surrendering the illusions they have built their lives upon. This is why they retreat. This is why they flee. This is why, even though they may long for you, they will say to themselves, "Loving this one is impossible." Chosen one, you will find that in your life, patterns repeat. Strangers will come to you with awe in their eyes, feeling as if they have finally found something they have searched for. They will tell you that you are different, special, unlike anyone else. They will marvel at the warmth they feel near you. But watch carefully. The same ones who admired you in the beginning may later turn against you, unable to withstand the testing of your flame. They will say that you are too much, too intense, too distant, too demanding. They will twist the story to protect their pride, to hide from the truth that your presence revealed in them. And as they walk away scorched, you will once again be left in solitude, wondering why love seems always out of reach. Do not despair when this happens. Do not believe the lie that you are unlovable. The truth is far greater. You are uncontainable. You are a flame meant to test the hearts of men and women. Only those who are refined themselves will remain by your side. This fire within you is also the reason why you attract so much envy, so much misunderstanding, and so many strange forms of opposition. People feel you before they see you. They sense the burn before they even touch you. And those who live in fear or weakness often interpret that sensation as hostility. They may call you arrogant, difficult, or cold, but what they are really reacting to is their own unpreparedness. Your very existence reminds them of the work they have not done within themselves. To see you shine is to realize that they, too, were meant to shine, but chose instead to hide. And so they resent you. They despise what they cannot control. They reject what they cannot diminish. But chosen one, you must never dim yourself to appease their discomfort. You were not born to make others comfortable. You were born to set the atmosphere on fire. Think also of the depth of your love. This is what many fail to see. They think the burn of your fire is cruelty, when in truth, it is love at its purest. For when you love, you do not love halfway. When you give everything. When you embrace fully. And this is precisely what makes you dangerous to those who are not ready. They cannot stand the weight of your loyalty, the force of your passion, the seriousness of your commitment. They thought they wanted to be loved deeply, but when confronted with the reality of what deep love demands, they realized they were not built for it. And so they retreat, convincing themselves that loving you is impossible. But the impossibility is not in you, it is in their own inability to rise to your level of love. Chosen ones, understand that fire is not just destructive. Fire is sacred. In ancient times, fire was the center of life, the symbol of the divine, the protector of tribes, the purifier of offerings. To be fire is to carry something holy, and this is why people cannot approach you casually. They must approach with reverence, with respect, with readiness. To touch you lightly is to be burned, but to approach you correctly is to be transformed. Those who dare to love you with truth will not be destroyed by your fire. They will be purified by it. Their weaknesses will fall away. Their falsehoods will be consumed. Their hearts will be remade. Loving you is impossible for the unprepared, but for the prepared, it is the doorway to rebirth. And so you must wait for those who are worthy. You must be patient in your solitude, knowing that not everyone who comes near is meant to stay. You must learn to discern between the curious and the committed, between those who only want your light and those who are willing to endure your heat. Do not waste yourself on those who are merely fascinated by your flame. Their fascination will fade the moment the burn begins. Guard yourself, preserve your fire. Do not cast your pearls before those who will trample them. Your love is not common. Your presence is not ordinary. Only the rare, the brave, the true will be able to withstand the fullness of who you are. Chosen ones, many will say that they want a love that is real, a love that transforms, a love that awakens. But when they meet you, when they touch the fire that you carry, they will realize the cost of such a love, and many will turn away. Do not be saddened when this happens, for though the crowd may leave, The few who remain will be the ones who matter. They will not only love you, they will join you in the fire. Together, you will burn with a light that cannot be extinguished. Together, you will set the world aflame. And so the truth remains. Loving you is impossible for those who cling to illusions, but for those who surrender to the fire. Loving you is not only possible, it is destiny. Chosen ones. Loving you is impossible, because whoever touches you gets burned. The deeper we go, the more layers of this truth unfold, and each layer reveals another reason why so many struggle to remain close to you. You are not just a presence in someone's life, you are a force of reckoning. When people step into your orbit, they are stepping into confrontation with themselves. This is why your very existence provokes reactions you never intended. Some admire you, some fear you, some envy you, some run from you, and some even despise you. But all of these reactions have one root. The fire you carry exposes what lies hidden. The burn they feel is the sharp realization that they cannot remain who they were and still stand beside you. Think of how many times people have been drawn to your spirit with excitement at first. They feel something in you they cannot explain. They sense that you are alive in ways they are not. They feel awakened by your words, inspired by your strength, comforted by your light. They say to themselves, "This is what I have been searching for." But as they draw closer, they discover that being near you is not passive. Your presence does not allow stagnation. Your love does not permit half measures. Your loyalty does not coexist with betrayal. And suddenly, what they thought they wanted becomes too heavy for them. The burn is not hatred, it is the intensity of truth demanding change. And rather than face that change, many choose to retreat. Chosen ones, you must see the pattern clearly so you will not be deceived. When people leave, when they betray you, when they turn against you, it is not because you are unworthy of love. It is because they are unprepared for it. They confuse the heat of your passion with cruelty. They mistake the purity of your standards for judgment. They take the reflection they see in your fire and call it rejection, when in truth it is revelation. You never set out to harm them. You only stood as you are, with a flame that cannot be hidden. And the intensity of that flame was too much for them to bear. But chosen one, do not let this harden your heart. It is tempting, after so many burns, to close yourself off, to dim your fire, to decide that perhaps you should no longer love with such depth. But this would be a betrayal of your design. You were not made to be lukewarm. You were not made to live half alive, to love half-heartedly, to speak half-truths. You were made to burn. You were chosen to embody the flame that reveals, purifies, and transforms. If you dim yourself to fit into the fragile hands of those who cannot carry you, you extinguish the very reason you exist, and so you must walk with wisdom. Guard your heart without extinguishing it. Protect your fire without hiding it. Learn to recognize who is drawn to you for your light, but unprepared for your heat. Not everyone deserves access to your love. Not everyone has earned the right to step into your inner circle. Your energy is sacred, and your fire must be preserved for those who can stand in it. Do not apologize when people fall away. Do not chase after those who retreat. Their leaving is not a loss. It is a revelation. They were not meant to stay, for only the refined can endure the burn. Consider also why your love feels impossible to so many. It is because your love is absolute. You do not love in fragments. You do not play games with affection. When you love with your whole being. And in a world where people are accustomed to shallow gestures and half-truths, this overwhelms them. They are not prepared to receive what you give, because what you give requires them to match it. Your loyalty demands loyalty. Your honesty demands honesty. Your fire demands fire. To stand beside you is to rise to your level, and most are unwilling to do the work it takes to get there. It is easier for them to say, "This love is impossible," than to admit, "I am not ready for this love." Chosen ones, remember that your fire is not a punishment. It is a gift. Those who touch you and get burned are being given an opportunity. The burn they feel is the signal that something within them needs to change. It is the alarm bell that shakes them awake. But if they choose to run instead of face it, that is their decision. You cannot carry the weight of their refusal. You can only continue to stand as the flame you are, knowing that the ones meant for you will not run. They will endure. They will let the fire change them. They will rise with you. So do not question yourself when you see others fall away. Do not ask, "Why am I too much?" Instead, declare, "I was never meant to be less." For the truth is this: loving you is impossible for those who want to remain small, but it is inevitable for those who are destined to rise. Your flame does not just burn, it calls, it awakens, it summons the hidden greatness in others. And though many will turn away from that summons, a few will answer. And when they do, chosen one, they will not only love you, they will become fire with you. And so the journey continues. You walk as a flame in a world that fears burning, and yet you must never stop burning. For the ones who endure will find in you a love that heals even as it consumes, a presence that tests even as it strengthens, a bond that scars yet also sanctifies. Loving you is impossible for the faint-hearted, but for the brave, it is the most necessary fire they will ever know. Chosen ones, loving you is impossible, because whoever touches you gets burned. The longer we walk through this truth, the clearer it becomes that your very existence is a paradox for those around you. People are drawn to your light, yet they cannot withstand its heat. They want the comfort of your glow without the challenge of your flame. They want your embrace without the transformation that comes with it. They want to touch you, but not be changed by you. And so, in the end, they call your love impossible, when in truth, it is not your love that is impossible. It is their unwillingness to rise to meet it. Chosen ones, your presence is a fire that exposes, purifies, and refines. Those who come close to you cannot remain the same. They will either be elevated or they will retreat. There is no neutral ground. You do not allow people to remain in half-truths. You do not allow them to continue in illusions. You demand, without speaking a word, that they either confront themselves or flee from you. And most will flee. They will say you are too intense, too mysterious, too unreachable. They will misunderstand you, not because you are wrong, but because you refuse to be ordinary. You refuse to be less than the fire you were chosen to be. There is also another truth. Chosen one. The burn they feel when they touch you is also the weight of their own hidden intentions. Many approach you with masks. They come to you with words of admiration, but behind their eyes are motives they do not speak. They come to you with gestures of love, but in their hearts are wounds and shadows they have never faced. When they touch you, your fire strips the masks away. You see them clearly, even when they think they are hidden. Your intuition is sharp, your spirit discerning, your essence unyielding. and they realize, often too late, that they cannot deceive you. Your love cannot coexist with lies, and so when their truth is exposed, they feel the burn of shame, the sting of vulnerability. Few are strong enough to remain in that state. Most will retreat, protecting their illusions instead of embracing your truth. But chosen one, you must not lower yourself for their comfort. You must not silence your intuition. You must not cover your flame to allow their masks to remain intact. If they are burned, let them be burned. For sometimes it is only the fire that awakens a soul. Sometimes it is only the burn that forces someone to face themselves. And though they may leave scorched, though they may speak against you, the seed of revelation you planted within them will remain. In time it may grow. In time they may realize that what they called impossible was the very thing their soul longed for all along. Your love feels impossible because it demands responsibility. When you love, you are not careless. You do not scatter your affection like scraps to the unworthy. You pour yourself out wholly, fully, deeply, and whoever receives that love must also be ready to carry it with the same intensity. You do not tolerate betrayal. You do not accept half-hearted devotion. You do not coexist with dishonesty. Your very essence demands reciprocity. And this is why people walk away. They are not ready to give what you give. They are not willing to rise to the standard you set simply by being who you are. And yet, chosen one, this is not a flaw. It is your power. The depth of your love is a mirror, reflecting back the courage, truth, and integrity of those who dare to enter your world. Those who remain will not only meet you, they will rise with you, transformed by the very force that once threatened to overwhelm them. Your love is a call to awakening, a challenge to be fully alive, and a fire that forges souls into their truest form. Do not dim it, do not hide it, and do not apologize for it. The ones who are meant to walk beside you will not fear the heat. They will welcome it, honor it, and become fire themselves. And in that sacred union, the impossible love becomes the most powerful, undeniable, and transformative force in existence.